White knuckling versus no matter what. In addiction recovery meetings, there is a term widely used, i.e., white knuckling. As the term implies, it is used to describe the experience of an addict who is abstaining from drugs and fighting the urge to use it with all his strength and willpower. It also implies that an addict is doing it all on his own without any help. White knuckling is considering in a negative way and used to describe that an addict is not following his recovery plan or recovering in the right way. Recovery experts believe that addicts who are trying to recover on their own will certainly fail at one point or another, making the relapse inevitable. On the other hand, there is another term, i.e., no matter what. An addict who is undergoing recovery will be advised that when everything else fails, he just have to focus on abstaining drugs. They are advised to not use drugs, no matter what. The advice is strong considering that your brain starts healings once you stop using drugs. Difference between white knuckling and no matter what. Although both are implying the same thing, there is a major difference between white knuckling and no matter what. The implication of no matter what is that you have to stay clean through your willpower, but in this case, you are also going to meetings and have a sponsor. White knuckling is the same thing in every way, but in this case, you are doing it on your own, with no help. When connected with 12-step programs, some addicts think that it is the best and probably the only way to overcome addiction and live a sober life. On the alternate side, few addicts think that 12-step is a sort of keep the person occupied centers, to keep the addict busy in different lively activities while working on staying clean. Which is more effective for recovery, white knuckling or no matter what? When we talk about recovery, we are actually referring to staying clean from drugs or alcohol and healing our brain. In recovery programs, you have a sponsor who will guide you through every step of how to handle your drug cravings. You are often advised and motivated to never use drugs, no matter what. And this requires a lot of willpower. Same willpower can be used in white knuckling also. Like we said earlier, you can call white knuckling is doing the no matter what without any recovery program or sponsor. The outcomes of both programs, the programs white knuckling or no matter what remains the same. If you are suffering from addiction and undergoing the 12-step program, you will be advised and motivated to never use drugs no matter what. This is actually a good advice for your health and life. On the other hand, if you are not going to any program and recovering on your own, and if you manage to avoid drugs by yourself only, then you should understand that you are still achieving success towards sobriety. With time and proper care, your addictive behaviors and cravings will start dissipating and your brain will start to function normally again. But remember, that addiction is a chronic disease and a person always possesses chances to relapse even after staying clean for a long time. You must remain cautious about situations, people, places that can act as strong triggers for relapse. What possess greater chances of relapse, white knuckling, or no matter what? Relapse occurs when a person's need to use drugs overshadows his willpower to stay clean. Although during a recovery, both possess a chance to relapse, but as in white knuckling, the individual is alone and trying to quit on his own, it possesses a greater chance of relapse. In no matter what, your sponsor will be by your side, motivate you every day, teach you great ways to stay busy and be cautious about triggers. Conclusion: both the programs offer a solid approach to overcome addiction, but everyone must understand that every person is different. There are multiple paths to recovery and require different methods, techniques and willpower levels. There is no one-size-fits-all solution to addiction recovery. Therefore, it is suggested that every individual should find a way that suits his needs for lifetime sobriety.